Let me talk about the F word.
Which F word?
Feminism. Feminism.
Oh,
Had you for a moment. What role did feminism play in your life?
a big role. A big role, because I'm a child of the 50s, and I was raised by loving parents, but by a father who kind of said, go for it, you know, shoot for the moon.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew that was what he was trying to tell me, but my mother, very traditional, said, you go to college to get a degree in case, God forbid, you ever have to work. In education, she said, you get a degree in education in case, God forbid, you ever have to find a job. And while you're there, you better damn well, she didn't say damn. She didn't
Not
say
your mother.
Not my mother. You better find a husband, because if you don't find one in college, what's going to happen to you?
Yeah.
You're never going to find one.
And?
I did, and I did. And, you know, but somewhere along the way, the women's movement, I have to say, came very late to suburban New Jersey, where I lived. Very late.
Even though it was right across the Hudson?
It was across the Hudson, but, you know,
Yeah.
it came late to suburban New Jersey. And so
Well, how did you know when it arrived?
Why did I? I think I could read.
Yeah.
And because there was a gnawing inside of me. I fulfilled my mother's dream for me. I married, I had a nice house.
Yeah.
I had a nice husband who was a good provider. I had 2 babies,
Right.
all by the time I was 25. I know. We did
Why
that
are you
then.
moaning?
We did that then. But there was an ache inside of me, and I don't know how much. Would I have had the guts had it not been for feminism, or would I have just been sick and unhappy for years to come? But somehow, I knew what was inside of me, and I knew that I had to do this. I had to do something. I wasn't
The knowing
happy.
was that you just knew that there was something more than what you were doing?
Yes.
That?
I wanted, yes.
And was it writing?
Well, it could have been anything. I mean, I really think it could have been anything that used that creative energy, I think. I think that it turned out to be writing because I had a typewriter and paper was cheap, and I was home with 2 babies.
Yeah.
And
Just that? You had ideas, you had something you wanted to say.
well, I always had the stories from the time I remember being 9 years old, bouncing that ball against the side of my brick house for hours at a time. Don't know what my mother thought I was doing out there, bouncing that ball, but what was really going on were all the stories inside my head. I was an imaginative, fearful, anxious child.
With stories about children and relationships?
No,
and what
not
kind of
about
stories?
children. No.
Stories about...
Grown up, the grown-up world. I wanted to know their secrets. I knew they had such secrets from me.
Yeah. They were keeping it from...
Yes, they kept it, and so I invented it. And what I invented was really much... maybe more exciting than it really was. I don't know. But
Dick Beatty didn't tell me this was going to be so much fun.
So the stories were
You knew
there.
it, yeah.
It had to come out. It had to come out. I was getting sick all the time. I was physically sick through my 20s.